Hi, I'm the Mini One, and this is Addams' family reunion. God damn. After Paramount lost the rights, another studio, Saban Entertainment, acquired it. That's right, the company behind the Power Rangers series in the United States. I'm not crying because they did Power Rangers. No. I'm crying because this movie was so bad that it was a direct-to-DVD release. In fact, to this day, there isn't a DVD version released to the public. Unless you count bootlegs, but even then that's giving this movie too much credit. So after our 90s Fox Kids Saban logo, gee, I hope it's some Power Rangers. Okay, I'll be honest, I never grew up with the Power Rangers, but I did watch Mighty Morphin Power Rangers on Netflix with my hubby. I liked books, okay? The movie begins with a determined mailman using a claw tool to deliver mail when a crow attacks, causing the claw to break. The cheesy humor compared to Paramount is strong in this, and the subtle comedies were replaced with slapstick jokes. Because this film decided to focus on the whole, this family is frightening, aspect. Pathetic. Where's that thing licking him? Either his taint or butthole. Looks rather nice. You will notice right off the bat that this movie is more lighthearted and kid-friendly, and the lighting is much brighter. I mean much brighter. The Paramount films have this dark atmosphere which matched the tone, while this film is bright, day or night. Even inside the house when candles are lit, it looks like the sun is being let in at night. Why does Wednesday look like she is in her 20s? And Pugsley looks older as well. Hey look, it's Tim Curry with another bad accent.
Wednesday, Pugsley, how many times have I asked you not to play with the mailman while he's working?
And he's the only good thing about the film. Yes, the only good thing. But alas, this film doesn't give him any good lines to really use, so you can tell whenever he is on, he's just hamming it up or eating the scenery. What's with the crazy editing? It's just constant zooming and react gags. What the hell? Was this done by the team that did Inspector Gadget the movie? The fuck? Lurch's violin playing is so bad it causes all the glass in the house to break, and to make me go deaf along with it. Oh yeah, movie, you fucking went there. I'm so sorry, Tim Curry. And Morticia. Morticia has too much forehead. Something else is her face in this is always lit up, while the light in the Paramount films was always focused on her eyes while the rest was kept in the dark, allowing her eyes to allure you in the dark. Let's not forget, she's also played by a better actress. Also, Fester is much more hyper and crazy compared to Christopher Lloyd's portrayal.
Oh, hey, thing! You're just in time to see... I'm coming, boy!
This Fester just makes me want to cry and die. A Chihuahua sidekick? Really? This movie has such bad CGI and stupid cartoon sound effects. And feeding your dog a diet of only hair? Fucking savage. These grandparents won't be alive much longer, and no matter how much eyeliner or dark clothes you put on those people, they will never be Addams' relatives. Wednesday's forced lines that Christina Ricci did so well in a perfectly deadpan tone.
Boys.
Homicide. I can't swim.
Well, that was a challenge. Got any other games?
Be around much longer.
Straight up homicidal. I like it. Sports. Addams' relatives talking about sports. After dinner, it's supposedly nighttime and still bright. The sunlight is in the room like it's 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
I would kill for her.
Uncontrollable.
Just doesn't work as well with this Gomez and Morticia. The next morning comes and Gomez looks out the window to see the grandpa doing lawn mowing. And everything else set to a nice 90s montage theme cliche. And ending it with Lurch in a dress. I'm having the best day of my life. Alzheimer's? Like Alzheimer's? And did Fester just howl? Did he just jizz in his pants?
Gomez, my love, you must...
Oh yeah, this is Addams' family reunion. So there has to be a reunion. and they receive a personalized letter inviting them. I wonder if the send address is wrong, seeing as Gomez points out on the way that the letter had only one D, and the Addams name definitely means that there was a mix-up. Like, who would not call the company to verify this? How stupid can this movie be? I'm frightened. When Fester enters the resort. What the fuck? Calm down, Fester, you're high on coke.
Go inside to the left, follow the narrow corridor, up the service elevator, down the hall.
Don't forget to add another cliche of giving long, confusing directions. All that for a bathroom.
And then follow the green carpet to the third door on your left-hand side.
I don't see any skeletons. Spoil sport.
What? While Tim Curry checks upon his parents, and there it is, folks, his reaction to reading the script after agreeing to do this movie. Priceless. Why is this movie so fucking bright? It completely takes away any gothic-esque vibe. Okay, I'm pointing this out one last time. In the first two movies, it is always cloudy around the Addams home, even in shots when they're in public. However, when they step outside their bubble like the motel in the first one or the campsite in the Values, they stand out because everything is bright and cheery, because it's outside their lifestyle. Here it doesn't work because it's always bright while they just wear dark clothes. It works sort of at the reunion, but at their own house it's always the same, so you never get any contrast to see how they feel. In fact, only one scene did this right. See how dark it is? Perfect. Is this wife who is dying to meet them on coke? Her character flip-flops between calm and creepingly manic. Reminds me of Annie Wilkes. Can you imagine when her kids want to leave her and they wake up to this? Yeah, that's their future. Pugsley notices ugly Betty over there and the drugs kick in. And I mean really kick in. The wife on coke walks away a la Captain Jack Sparrow. Like I mentioned earlier, the addresses for the reunion were mixed up, and a very upper-class couple ends up on the Addams property.
We should just turn around and go home. I mean, you have meetings, and my pedicure could really use a touch-up.
Get used to her. She's only going to get more annoying. Lobby wife lady gets possessed by Satan trying to get the kids to play together.
We'll play together.
Mom!
Darn it, Stevie! You will be nice, you will have fun, and you will enjoy the childhood I never experienced, whether you like it or not! Toodaloo!
Damn, Addams lady. You scary. Wednesday is downright homicidal with bomb croquet. 1970s Teal sisters fucking crazy and homicidal. Gomez inquires of his doctor relative about Alzheimer's, which apparently means being normal, aka doing things that Addams don't do. With this movie, the essence of any Addams character is absent as well as other original elements, so the grandparents just look ridiculous and not obviously Addams. Kid playing croquet and victory dance.
Why don't you call me at the office? Just don't call me Wednesday.
Well, of course not. You don't even dress like her.
Go on.
Oh, good shot. Oh, lovely, lovely.
You call that marksmanship?
Savage. Dartboard king over here. Meanwhile, at the pool, a lady gets knocked out by a croquet ball.
Somebody help! Help!
Somebody help. I'm at a pool at a resort surrounded by rich people where no one can swim. The pool isn't even that deep. Oh, and don't forget the dog is hungry and sleeping grandpa might just do the trick. No leaving with the mohawk. Bitchin'. This couple is being so terrorized at the Addams home. Cousin It has no poker face, That's the joke. And you, Esmeralda wannabe, fed strangers, non-Addams, poison oak, and deadly nightshade.
Not bad. Except, do you happen to have any tofu or watercress?
Oh, no, I think I've used everything already. Let's see. Deadly nightshade. Foxglove. The poison oak looked a little old, but it's awfully hard to get good stock this time of year.
Straight up moida. So the doctor, relative, and Gomez start a bet of $10,000 and the doctor's right arm. I'm serious. He bets his arm. The doctor struggles like this is the final countdown while Gomez breezes right through. So after Fester gathers some hair and makes a terrible dad joke,
I got your favorite flavor! Strawberry blonde!
he then discovers that the dog escaped through a vent because he saw a solid snake do it. Fester goes crazy and attempts to wake up Thing by attacking him with a blowdryer. The doctor and Gomez continue the bet triple or nothing. Phil's wife brags about Phil's expertise and asks Morticia if Gomez is any good. For never playing tennis before, Gomez is an expert. That is one hell of an explosive match. He turns into a chipmunk to make sure he hits the ball. Wednesday and Pugsley inject one of the tennis balls with nitroglycerin and Phil ends up using it to make the winning serve, which does not go well. Yeah, they would be dead. Not Fester looks for the barking ball with teeth and enters several of the resort rooms, and we happen to hear a line that I'm not sure was written that way in the script. Wednesday plays the hold your breath game with Pugsley and Gina, with them making very comical faces. They weren't even trying to hold their breath. Dear Pugsley, Violet from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory wants her skin toned back. The coked up wife mentions to Gina that the residents will be playing piñata in the lounge before dinner. Piñatas? At a resort full of white people? Anyway, the annoying Addams couple try to plug in a heating blanket at the house and end up being electrocuted, which results in 99-cent Bride of Frankenstein hair and budget Super Saiyan hair. The bed spikes fall down, and I'm assuming either a joke or some security measure, and the girlfriend screams, in which a deep throat transition is used, aka another 90s cliche. Gomez and Morticia try to wake up Lurch for dinner, only to find him sound asleep and having a really good dream. The lady who got saved from drowning has very forced, manic lines.
Put that drug book away! Why don't you just go do something like normal children? Go watch TV or something.
And she also has a tendency to talk through her teeth for some strange reason. That must be some really bad breath. The resort dinner starts with the Addams grandparents dancing in the conga line. And oh look, the movie is referencing Addams' family values with a tango, an extremely shitty tango, and we notice Gomez is smoking a cigarette, where in the Paramount films he normally smoked cigars. We see a terrible spin effect with a jump cut, and an awful jump cut at that. Wednesday, Pugsley, and Gina start to dig up the Primrose grave while Lurch starts to sleepwalk. They decide to bury Lurch in the plot to wake him up. Miss talks through her teeth, is brushing her hair, and sees a dog on her counter. She asks for her hairbrush back and unknowingly sends the hairball with teeth into attack mode using those special words.
Good boy.
I swear this dog belongs in the freaking Langoliers. Gomez and Morticia woo each other some more, and Morticia growls.
Warm hands, cold heart.
Just listen, Morticia growls.
Warm hands, cold heart.
Some horrible hip DJs introduce the Mohawk Grandpa on the stage, as if this movie really needed some hip DJs. Now take a listen to this grandpa, because he really has a bone to pick with his family. He cracks me up.
You make me sick. You're nothing but a bunch of lazy, worthless freeloaders. In all my life, I've never seen so many blood-sucking sycophants.
The strawberry blonde bitch is chased by the meatball with teeth, which in turn is followed by Fester. The strawberry blonde bitch is scared by Lurch sleepwalking in the elevator. Grandpa Addams is busy roasting his relatives when Phil attacks Gomez. Fester runs in being chased by meatball with teeth, and all hell breaks loose.
Somebody call the police!
Gomez and Phil duke it out with daggers. A fight with small objects. I wonder where I've seen that before. I think Men in Tights did it better. The annoying Addams couple are trying to flee the house and escape into a room. Esmeralda Wannabe starts to break down the door with an axe and says a line that makes me want to die on the inside repeatedly.
It's gravity!
The frou-frou couple takes a pipeline/elevator thing to the front yard swamp in front of the alligator. I hate everyone. Even though we saw Phil make the first move and attack Gomez, Gomez and Morticia are handcuffed and moan while being read their rights.
Successful murder.
And Wednesday and Pugsley are taken by Child Protective Services. The family is being separated and there is 15 minutes of the movie left. In Addams' family values, the family was separated in the first third of the film, not the last half hour. The wife on coke offers to take the kids in as a concerned relative with very forced lines.
I will help them. I will take them in. I will give them the happy childhood I never experienced.
For the record, not experiencing a proper childhood does not entitle this crazy behavior. That's just the script talking. Also, this therapist makes me want to kill someone. Fester is taken to a mental hospital by a threatening Phil and is very excited to be electrocuted like it's Disneyland. For him, I suppose it is. Gomez plays the harmonica in jail, and Gomez and Morticia are bailed out, courtesy of Mohawk Grandpa. Gomez and Mohawk Addams continue digging up the Primrose grave after Lurch was buried to try and wake him. Morticia says a line that makes me shake my head.
Better hurry, Gomez. Daybreak is coming in. Threatens to ruin the entire mood.
That's funny. Really. It is, considering this movie has been bright almost the entire time, and had no hint of the lack of brightness the original films had, which depresses me considering I liked that aspect. Anyway, Gomez and Mohawk Grandpa knock on the coffin and reference Addams' family theme. That is the only nod to that theme that we get in this movie. Wednesday and Pugsley agree to play with the kids, and we see a very murderous Wednesday with quicksand and thug life Pugsley with kid being dragged behind the car. Lurch, Gomez, and Morticia rescue Fester and have Phil electrocuted by his patients. Fester rescues the cold meatball with teeth, and they rescue Thing. The family gather Wednesday and Pugsley and stop them from murdering the wife on coke. The mailman is completely given up on life and is snatched up by the alligator. The frou-frou couple from the Addams house escape from the property using the mailman's vehicle and drive maniacally through the town and crash into the family tree place. Mohawk Addams bids Gomez and the family farewell and howls. What is with the howling in this movie? Had no precedence anywhere else. Gomez mentions about how the Addams grandparents had to be put in a home with some colorful flowers and horrible air conditioning. Obviously, the Addams family have never been to Arizona. Look, one part of the movie has a dark part, a section of the ending. So fuck saving the grandparents. I guess they don't matter. The electrocution from the mental hospital cuts out the power in the city. The Addams have dinner fresh off the highway and light fireworks. I like Wednesday's skull firework. Pugsley is bummed he left a Siberian firework at the wife on Coke's house, and the town suffers a nuclear explosion. And that's Addams Family Reunion. This movie is awful. Honest to God, awful. Tim Curry, the hand of Thing, and the actor who played Lurch are not enough to save this. An almost entirely new cast, slapstick humor, and forced acting made this a horror to watch. If Family Tree Publishing had not gotten the addresses mixed up, this movie would never have happened. I'm the mini one, and I'm going to go play Is There a God?
Hard as you fucking can in these fights.